record now. Welcome everyone to our first call for 2024. So this is very exciting and we intend to do one every Tuesday night. So we'd love to see you come on, and especially our leaders, to share information to all our community. So tonight we're going to just cover a little bit about what we do as individuals for a habit that we use on a daily basis in using some of the oils or the products. So we're going to start with Elizaberth. And Elizaberth, welcome Elizaberth.
Hello everyone.
Elizaberth's going to share what she loves to use as her #1 healthy habit on a daily basis.
Okay, my very first thing in the morning is taking my MetaPWR. This is the collagen, so I take this every morning, no matter what, and then I wait 2 hours more or less until I have my breakfast. And also I add a couple of drops of the MetaPWR essential oil in my bottle of water, always making sure that it is stainless steel or glass. And when I have a little bit of indulge of having my big ass meals with carbohydrates, I take one of the MetaPWR. This one is called the Assist, just before my half an hour before my biggest meal, meaning the biggest meal with more carbohydrates. If I'm very good and I'm having proteins and good fats and vegetables, I might not take it.
Okay, lovely. So what have you found is the main thing that you've seen changed in your body since being on the MetaPWR products?
Okay. Basically with the collagen, I think it was the biggest changes. So I improve in my sleep. In between brackets, I'm going through I'm already menopausal, so my sleep was like crazy, no sleep. So the sleep improved a lot. I have way more energy, and I able to focus. Before, my mind was very like messy, foggy, tired. So now I can really focus a bit better into task, and I can concentrate. And the other thing, well, it's a few. The other one is my injury. I have a very old bursitis. Like when I'm saying old, it's been niggling for the last 20 years. Now I can move my arm. I haven't put any weight as resistant training, but I can move my arm up. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. And I can sleep on my shoulder and it doesn't hurt. So I'm not having the constant kind of pain that I used to have. I used to just be used to have the pain. It was from 1, 5, sometimes 10, depends on what I was doing. But now I have no pain. And another thing that I noticed is sometimes I'm wearing glasses now, but sometimes I can even read things on my phone that before I couldn't really read. So yeah, so many different things. My skin is better, all the things that you will expect with collagen, but I think other things, because this one works more into the muscles, the tendons, and more like a cellular level. So it's, yeah, I'm just extremely happy. And with the other ones, obviously the MetaPWR in the water is helping me with cravings, but I used to also do this one with grapefruit. So I think the collagen for me is the highlight of it all.
How often, Elizaberth, do you use the blend, the MetaPWR blend? How often do you put that in your water, or do you start the day with so many drops? How do you use them?
I put only 2 to 3 in the water, but I like to change it, like I said, with grapefruit or lemon. I'm not always sticking to the same one. Maybe if I'm at home, and I feel the craving around 3 o'clock, yes, I go back to this one, definitely. And that's it. And then the other one, like the assist, like I said, only if it's a bigger meal and it's half an hour before, like a naughty kind of meal. And the good thing, I mean, the whole concept about the MetaPWR, all the different products that we have, just how they help us to maintain the sugar levels, which is actually, you know, the spike of the sugar, which age us and damage the body.
Yes, so that's
so reducing this.
Yeah, the mulberry leaf extract in the assist, the MetaPWR assist capsule, the mulberry leaf is part of that, isn't it? To help with regulating the body so you don't have the spiking happening with your blood sugar levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know all the difficult names, but this is meant to do that, stabilize sugar levels.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. Is there anything else that you would like to share? What else do you love to use?
Sorry, say that again?
Is there anything else that you love to use on a daily basis besides the MetaPWR?
The multivitamins and all my essential oils and everything. I just have before you asked me to talk, I have a on guard because I was coughing a little bit. But anyway, the only thing that I would say is, like, some people love the flavor, some people don't like the flavor, but to be honest, this is gold in your hands, like in your body. So if you don't like the flavor, I don't know, hold your nose and drink it, because you're gonna miss out otherwise. Yeah,
I don't mind it actually, but I have heard some people say, "Oh, I didn't like the taste," you know. But I absolutely, because it's the orange and the lemon flavor, and yeah, I don't mind it. And of course, you could add some more essential oil if you had preference. But when do you use it? When do you use it? Is it first thing in the morning or?
Personally, first thing in the morning, because I get up very early. So I take this with a little bit of water. And this is also preference. Everybody will find the spot with how much or little water they prefer. But for me, it's like about between 5 or 5:30 in the morning. I go to the gym, I do some clients, I got a little break, maybe 2 hours later, and I have my breakfast. And so that's for me great. I tried in the afternoon, but to me, my body in the morning is like, give me that. I just straight to the kitchen for that.
Yeah. Okay.
But everyone is different. Like, I heard people that they have it at nighttime.
Yeah. Okay. I like to take it first thing in the morning, because then I know I've remembered to do it before I have my coffee. Still love coffee. And first thing in the morning.
Can I add something else? Sorry, Robyn, something else that is important for the recommendations is they recommend not to have anything for 45 or 1 hour after you drink it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't do that, but
that's a recommendation.
It's only like 20 minutes, and then I have my coffee, but hey, still seems to work.
Yeah, me too. So you're having your coffee first,
No, I have the MetaPWR, but sometimes, you know, my husband will say coffee's ready, and it's only like been about 20 or 30 minutes at the most. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Elizaberth.
That's where I find it a bit difficult.
Yeah, first thing in the morning. Michaela, what are your healthy habits that you love to share, that you use on a daily basis? Welcome.
I'll recap on the MetaPWR. I also take it first thing in the morning. It's my first thing that I have with my multivitamins, and you know, that's just my routine. And then I don't wait 45 minutes because I've got kids, and you know, it's always rough. So it's straight on to breakfast. If I don't get it then, I don't get it at all.
Yeah, really. I hear you.
So yes, about me, if you don't already know, I have 2 kids, 8 and 6, and so I thought I would focus on what I do with the kids on a daily basis. So when we usually it's a school morning, the kids have the oil, the touch oils for kids.
Yeah, the touch kit. Yeah.
So I have them right by my front door actually, and I let the kids choose which oil they need for the day. So sometimes they go purely on colour, and sometimes they'll say, "Oh, Mum, you know, like what one does this say?" And you know, they'll want stronger, or they'll want brave, or whatever it is. Stronger seems to be a fairly popular one, but they do go by colours. But I really feel that intuition comes with that anyway. You know, I feel like they choose what they need.
Okay.
So,
yes. So have you noticed what differences have you noticed, you know, when they don't use the oils or when they use the oil?
Definitely when they don't use the oils, because then I'll be like, oh, got to get the oils on them. Just my kids are loud and busy and crazy. So yeah, so a little bit of calming and sort of grounding is good for my kids.
Okay. Which one do you think stands out as sort of being above the rest? Is there one out of that kit that you like, you see them use more?
In the morning, I would say it is stronger.
Stronger.
Let me see. And my stronger's not here. I don't know where it is, to be honest. How funny.
Okay.
Also Thinker's a good one, because you know, for learning.
Okay, so how do you apply well, if the children put it on, how do they apply it? Where do they place it? This is a topical.
So they put it on their wrists.
Okay.
And they'll usually put it somewhere around their neck, at the back of the neck, or if I put it on for them. So if they're running out the door and I think, oh, you need this, I'll be putting it at the back of the neck, and I'll put it on their wrists if I can get it on there. So that's where I put it on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. Do you have a nighttime routine with the children? Yeah.
I do. So I've got a few things that I wanted to mention to you. So I have made up a little roller, which is a sleep blend, and it's got it is lavender peace, vetiver, and cedarwood. So I've made up a blend with fractionated coconut oil in a roller, and same deal. They put it on, or I put it on at bedtime. If it's a little bit before bedtime, that's great. And they'll put it on the same areas. So they'll put it on their chest, on their wrists, and yeah. So it really does help to just settle and calm them and get a nice good night's sleep. So
sorry, yeah, go on.
I also, I know you can't get this all the time, the adaptive spray, but I use that as well because that works really well. And often if my kids are being, you know, like moving around and they don't want to put their oils on, I'm a bit sneaky, and I'll spray it in their hair, and I just kind of like rub through their hair, and that is amazing. So you doing that with the sleep blend works really well. I really love this.
Yeah, wonderful. What about diffusing? Do you put a diffuser on in their bedrooms, or?
I haven't at the moment, but usually I put, like, for about the first 6-7 years of their life, I put lavender peace in a diffuser in their bedrooms right from when they were born. So
okay,
so used to having oils around them. So
do you notice whether you need to change things around a little bit, or? what
I
works.
have
You don't
mine.
change what works, right?
Yeah, but it was pretty consistent with lavender peace for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it was easy. I could just keep everything nice and, you know, all together, and it was just easy to do it with the oil right there. When sleep was kind of, you know, disrupted, I changed things up and used different oils, vetiver, cedarwood in the diffuser, and balance other oils as well. So yeah, we are having a pause only because you know, my son, you know, is jumps around a lot in the bedroom, so you know, we've just taken it out for the moment. So you know, it's so that it doesn't fall over the carpet.
Plus, it's been holidays, school holidays, right? Having a break.
Yeah. So a couple other little things that I do with kids. Okay, my faves with the kids. This is probably not necessarily daily, but just generally with kids. So you probably all know the Owie blend, which is lavender, tea tree, and I put a bit of frankincense in there as well with the fractionated coconut oil. So anytime my kids have scratches, bumps, you know, hurts of some sort, rashes, that goes on.
So what was that recipe again? Is that the owie? We used to call it the owie spray years ago. That's a word they used in US, owie. So do you do the tea tree, lavender, and frankincense in a little spritzer bottle with some fractionated coconut oil? Yeah, that's a good one.
So, and my other absolute go-to, so when they've fallen over, they're bleeding, once I clean up whatever it is, helichrysum is my go-to, absolute go-to to stop the bleeding. So, and it heals the skin as well. So that is a really big one in this household as well. So I usually put that one on first, and then I might go over with the owie after as well.
Perfect. So you're using the helichrysum touch, yeah? Now we have that one. It's great in the touch. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's wonderful. And is there something that you do for you that stands out on a daily basis? Putting you on the spot.
Okay. Well, for me, probably again, nighttime. I use cedarwood. I just find at nighttime I put it on my wrist because I tend to think that this area is kind of be somewhere near my face when I sleep, and I have definitely found that helps the monkey mind, I call it. So it helps me calm and have a better night's sleep. Now, since you were in Adelaide, Robyn, I've swapped things around. I used to take the copaiba capsules in the morning, just with my normal, and I used to take that for stress, just with the daily grind. And so now I actually take it. I'm taking 2 at nighttime.
Yeah, because you want those crazy dreams.
Well, I'm not actually getting the crazy dreams, but I am getting a real solid night's sleep. So I find, you know, I used to wake up like 2 o'clock or 3 or 4, and I'd be awake. And if I take 2 copaiba, good night's sleep, and I wake up feeling really rested. I feel like, you know how sometimes you can sleep well, but you don't really notice it.
So
with that, say you wake up, and I was like, oh wow, you know, I feel like I've really got a good night's sleep. So thank you, Robyn, for that tip.
Well, copaiba at night is wonderful. And I shared a little bit with Michaela that it gave me a little bit of really intense dreams, but I really liked it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing the dreams either, but I'm probably just too
Quite
heavy.
vivid. Yeah. Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing all that. That's wonderful. And
Welcome.
Claire, what do you like to use in your home?
Let me just take you off mute. Hi.
Hey,
Well,
welcome.
looking at you guys, I'm jealous because you're all wearing t-shirts and I've got 2 jumpers on.
Oh, yes, it's cold in China now. Yes.
Cold in China now. We are in winter.
Mhm.
But yeah, so basically I don't really like the taste of the MetaPWR drink.
Oh, you
at
don't?
all.
Okay. Yes.
I can hold my nose and neck it like a shot if I have to, but here in China we have this, which is very nice.
What is
It's
that?
called Terra Rose Glow, which is rose collagen peptide sodium hydrolonite drink. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
just basically one of these a day.
Okay. Really
Mm.
nice.
Yeah, which
So-
tastes rosy because they are very big on using the Terra Rose is a big blend,
Mhm.
not blend, but for your skin and for internally, they're very into it here. So we have this that is very fancy packaging. I'll just show you.
Wow. Wonderful. Yeah, the
Yeah, so
packaging in
nice.
China is amazing. Yeah.
I will do that in the morning. And I've also, I started this actually at Christmas when I was back in the UK. I started doing the 30-day cleanse.
Mhm.
So I'm on the sort of the final stretch now. So every morning I'm having 2 of each of the 3 for the lifelong vitality. And then in the evening, I'll also have 2 of each because taking 4 of them together for me is just too much.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm also adding in the, let me just have a look now. I also add in the copaiba for pain management because I get a lot of pain. And then I'm also taking the jewel capsule, is it? The turmeric.
Oh, yes. Excellent. It's excellent for addressing any inflammation in the body.
Yeah, so I'm taking those as well. So I do take quite a lot of tablets twice a day. And that's my New Year's resolution to try and get healthier from inside out, because I don't know if you noticed, because I'm very conscious of the color of my skin.
Right.
So red.
Yes, you said you had a flare-up of that when you were in England or before you left?
I think it's, so I have a wheat allergy, and I think when I was back at home, it's very difficult when you're with your family not to eat all the food you love to eat. So I did eat wheat, and I think this is a result. I mean, it's much better than it was before. It was burning, and it was that bad that I even went to see the doctor, and he gave me a medication called doxycycline, I think. Hang on.
Okay.
A doxycycline. He wanted me to take 100 milligrams, 1 tablet a day. So I came home and I'm taking 3 drops of oregano, 3 drops of lemon, 2 drops of clove, and not Madagascar vanilla, but cinnamon.
Okay.
2 drops of cinnamon. I was looking for something online. I wanted an antibiotic.
Right.
So I've been taking those.
Potent. That one is pretty potent. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's been helping.
I need something. So it's starting to calm down, but it's when I look at other people and I see their skin is not the color that mine is, that I feel very, very conscious.
Okay.
So
well, it will take time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take some time.
I mean,
I'll take them for another.
Doesn't look too bad to me, but yes. You can't see on
I think
the video.
Yeah, if you look at it from a comparison, it looks like I have a very red face.
Oh, you poor thing. What
So,
a thing
yeah,
happened on your holiday? Not a thing.
Well, something really interesting happened in the UK because my mum has had a urinary infection that's been repeating over and over again. And she has been on 9 different types of antibiotics since June.
Oh, wow.
And nothing was clearing it up. She was getting sick. All of her pains came back. And then I was just talking to her about it whilst I was back at home. And I realized that under my sister's advice, she has stopped taking, oh, sorry. She'd stopped taking her lifelong vitality tablets. So pretty much for 6 months, she hadn't taken them because my sister advised her not to. I don't know why. So I put her back on the lifelong vitality, and my dad, they're in their late 70s. And I also put them on the 2 drops of frankincense and copaiba under their tongues every morning. And I think my mum is finally managing to get rid of whatever it was, whatever virus it was in her body. She's finally starting to feel better after a good 6 months of feeling like,
oh gosh,
really
that's
bad.
a long time.
Yeah. And I said to her, just don't stop taking them.
No. Yeah.
It's pretty obvious to me now, especially when you get older, just how important those vitamins are.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, they don't take 4 a day. They only take 2 a day because they're pensioners. But I think even
well, no, that's fine.
2 is important.
Some people find the half a dose is adequate, and that many actually do find that. So that's absolutely fine. And yes, when there's two people in a household taking them, you know, it can be, as you say, pensioners. So yeah, well, that's wonderful that they shifted. Now, juniper, just a little bit. I love juniper berry for urinary tract infections. I always suggest that to people to take it internally, and it can be really potent in shifting something that's going on that level. But if your mum had more of a sort of a viral thing, it related more to a viral,
I think
it can be a little bit different. Yeah.
And I think all of the because in the UK, I don't know what it's like over there at the moment, you can get doctor's appointments, but now they also will prescribe you antibiotics without even seeing you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which they never did before.
All right.
So basically the doctor wanted to go through every option of antibiotic before he then referred her, which he has referred her now about the infection. And she's drinking water, taking her vitamins, and using the frankincense and copaiba again, which always helped with the pain management.
That's wonderful, Claire. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good to get, hopefully, you know, as a New Year's resolution, my mother will continue to take the vitamins, the lifelong vitality vitamins. And I have started also taking them as well, because we can't actually get these in China.
Right, yes.
We have to go via Hong Kong. So we have to go through a Chinese person to buy them for us.
Yeah, makes it a little hard.
It makes it a challenge, but we can get them. So I think that's my resolution for this year. Lifelong vitality.
Good. Starting out like with a little bit of a kickstart, getting healthy.
And I'm saying, Robyn, in regards to Claire, have you tried or what do you think about using yarrow pom on your skin, Claire? You have yarrow pom and you're in China?
Yeah, I have used it because I also have very dry skin, and my skin just is very difficult to absorb into the skin. So what I was doing was using yarrow pom. We have a night cream, which is again a Terra Rose Glow. So Terra Rose Glow, yarrow pom with some copaiba and some frankincense. But I haven't used that in a while. So it's a good point. Yeah, Elizaberth, I'll stick some back into my moisturizer. I have been taking it under my tongue every morning, but it doesn't really, well, you can see it's better than it was though.
Yeah, well, at least it's improving. That's the main thing. And it can take time, can't it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well,
can I give a suggestion as well?
Sorry.
Can I give a suggestion as well to Claire?
Yep.
You sometimes I get like red patches, and my background is a beauty therapist. So I have found that Roman chamomile on rashes on the face works really well. It's super calming, and yeah, really gentle on rashes. So I think sometimes the yarrow pom can be a bit too much for skin, especially if you've got stuff going on. That would just be me, but everyone's different. But yeah, the Roman chamomile is really gentle, and I think that could be an option.
Would you put into a skin cream, or would you just apply it with fractionated coconut oil on your face?
It depends how sensitive your skin is, but
very.
If it's me, I would put it on straight, but if you're cautious, I'd put it into an oil probably. And even if it was the fractionated coconut oil, I'd probably mix it and then just put it in the areas where you need it.
Because I kind of think in a way that I would very much like to do half of my face with one and half of my face with the other, but it's my face.
That would be a good experiment. You'd be good at
No, it wouldn't. I already get people stopping me in the street and telling me my face is red.
Oh, yes, of course you would, because you live in China.
So, I try not to draw any attention to it.
Yes, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, maybe
although
Roman
I'd like
chamomile.
to do maybe I'll try Roman chamomile and yarrow pom and get back to you.
All right, we'll see you next Tuesday. You can report to us.
Yeah, I'll let you know how I'm going.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just checking our time. I don't want to go over time. And just to share what I love to use, of course, and I think everyone's mentioned the Lifelong Vitality anyway, but that really is my go-to on a daily basis. I've been with doTERRA 15 years, and I started with the Lifelong Vitality. And I had an experience a little while ago when we went up to Kununurra, on a little sourcing trip, and I had given my Lifelong Vitality away, and my new pack hadn't arrived before we left. And seriously, I had the most intense digestive issues when I got home. Of course, we were eating out all the time, but I only had my other, the hormonal blend vitamins with me. The bone support, I had taken those, and I really suffered, and it actually made me feel quite compassionate about people who have digestive issues, because it'd never really been my issue before, but I had the most intense cramping. And, Lifelong Vitality has a tummy taming component within the vitamins, and I really believe that was sort of very key for helping balance my body. And I'm sure my body went, what are you doing? Where are they? 15 years of being on Lifeline Vitality, and all of a sudden for almost 10 days, I didn't have any. My body just went into shock. What have you done with our Lifeline Vitality? So they are whole food nutrition and incredible results with many, many people over the years. Like hundreds and hundreds of people have had incredible results with Lifeline Vitality. And I think that especially now, we're not getting the nutrients we need in our food. We just aren't. Our foods that we have, even if you eat only organic, you're not actually getting the proper nutrients. People are saying this all the time. Our soil is not like it used to be, and so on. So the Lifeline Vitality is plant-based nutrition. It's all your vitamins, all your minerals, all your omegas. And I do take the therapeutic dosage that's recommended. So we have 3 bottles in the pack, and I take the 2 out of each bottle morning and night. But many people, as you just said, you don't need to have the whole dose. As your mum and dad found, that half a dose was enough for them. But truly is an incredible, incredible supplement for helping support our bodies to balance and have well-being. Now, this is what Lifeline Vitality can do. This is from doTERRA's recommendation. So one of the things too is that's really important, that Lifeline Vitality can help on an emotional level. I remember hearing a story about a gentleman who was an entrepreneur who had always had to deal with depression, and he stood up at a meeting and shared that he covered that about himself, that he would often fall into these incredible bouts of depression, and that he said that once he went on Lifeline Vitality and his body had the nutrients that it needed, it helped to balance on an emotional level. So that has been said over and over and over by so many people. I feel like I can cope with everything now, that I feel more centered. So that is one thing that the Lifeline Vitality can do as far as helping on an emotional level. But these are some of the things that doTERRA list if you go in and get out the PIP on the Lifeline Vitality. So it's a source of calcium. Vitamin D helps calcium absorption, support of healthy eye function, assists in the maintenance of general well-being, reduces free radicals in the body, supports healthy immune system, helps convert fats and carbohydrates into energy. That's one of the things, like we shouldn't say hate, but I've got to admit this year I turned 70. It's so depressing. 70, I can't believe it. But anyway, so many people always comment about my energy, and I do have amazing energy compared to, like, I have friends that take nana naps. Like I go, what? A nana nap? What is that? So I really can say that I know it's the Lifeline Vitality that gives me energy, because this is one thing over and over and over that people comment about. They have more energy. So it does help maintain energy levels. And because I'm running an Airbnb, I've got alpacas, I've got a grumpy husband who's over 70. And all these things that, and doing my best to keep balance, and my doTERRA business and so on, and grandchildren, and there's a lot going on. And I feel like, yeah, thank goodness for Lifelong Vitality, because I do have great energy. So it supports muscle function, healthy cardiovascular system function, nervous system function, bone health. So there's so many different things that attribute to having the Lifelong Vitality. I really recommend it for everyone. It's amazing. And I know that doTERRA give a 30-day guarantee if you don't feel anything. And in all the times I've been with doTERRA, I've only ever had one old grumpy man who said he didn't feel anything, and doTERRA gave him his money back. So that's what they do if you don't feel that you've had any shift or change by using the Lifelong Vitality pack over 30 days. So that's a pretty amazing guarantee. So there we go. And yeah, I just recommend everyone to try it and be on it for helping you balance and support, because we're moving into 2024 and it's going to be a pretty amazing full-on year, I feel. Does anyone have anything else to add before we close? All good? Okay. So we'll put a topic up for next Tuesday, and hopefully everyone will be able to join us and come in and share their experiences, because we have such a wealth of knowledge in many of our teams like you that have such great experiences and education and things to share with people, especially new people that are just starting out on their doTERRA journey. So enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you for coming on, and have a great week.
Robyn.
Lots of
I'll
love.
keep you updated on my skin, ladies.
Yes,
Have
that
a
would be great, Claire. We'd love to hear that, how you go.
And thank you for the advice.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
You.
Bye.